We are witnessing the biggest tech money grab since the 2000s with companies like Google, eBay, Amazon, Anthropic, OpenAI, and SpaceX are all going to be IPOing here in the next 12 months, which means these companies, which are private, are going to go public and they're going to be able to be traded in the stock market. But we know what happened in those years, those 2000 years with the tech boom and then also the tech bust. Following all these IPOs of all these big companies, hundreds of them IPO'd and only 3 or 4 were left standing that we still know today. So is this the start of a trend, or pretty much are these the 3 companies that have solidified themselves in the AI space that are going to be the predominant names? I have a hard time believing that the 3 biggest IPOs this year are all going to survive. That's just not the way it works. So my thoughts are this: SpaceX, not going anywhere. With XAI and SpaceX, I think they're heading to 10 trillion and possibly more in the next 10 years. Anthropic versus OpenAI, that's where it gets interesting. Who will survive? One of these will drop. That's just my prediction. If I had to put all my money on the line today, I'm definitely taking OpenAI. Simply for this reason: they already have 1 billion users. They already have it figured out. They're figuring out the coding part. They're a consumer product that is now starting to kind of act like a development platform that can do anything and everything. I think it's nicer. I think it's very easy to use. And I think it's the big money, big user play for AI. Anthropic on the other end, they're a utility to me. I think they're extremely powerful. They're still the best coding model, so there's no question there. And that will propel them probably for a long while, and especially now because they're pivoting and they're going after the consumer with the introduction of all these design tools and basically drops every other day. It feels like they're trying to catch up to what OpenAI did. The problem that Anthropic has is it's rented space, and their business model is broken fundamentally because of their development that they've built. The engineering and vibe coding and LLM that actually does the coding is extremely expensive. I don't know how they're going to lower that cost. And they don't have the pockets like OpenAI to basically eat that cost like OpenAI is doing. ChatGPT 5.5 is very generous. If you've been using it, you can use the max high and it is crazy generous the way they've optimized those token usage. Anthropic on the other end, it's going the other way. They're making 4.7 dumber and they're charging more money, and they're realizing that these top users are, basically abusing that $200 plan and spending thousands and thousands of dollars. So Anthropic has a lot to fix. They do have the best model, but for how long? So my thoughts is SpaceX is going to win this whole thing. OpenAI is going to be the survivor from the AI space. And I think Anthropic is going to be a short as soon as they go public. That is my thoughts. But what are you guys doing?